Want their own country, own parliament, own rule. What they want is a bloody good thumping like we give them in the old days. I mean, not a war, you know what I mean? You can't have a war with them, can you? I mean, them wars we had with them in the old days wasn't proper wars, was it? More like blood sports, really, wasn't it?
Mr. Garnett, I hope you won't mind my saying this, but...
What's that?
Don't you feel, as a pensioner, an old age pensioner, maybe you ought to think about not smoking?
Didn't I stay in your boarding house once in Clacton? You know the face. Don't talk bloody daft. Had enough of that on a bus coming up here. Some silly cow starts waving the bloody arms about. Oh, she says, I'm inhaling your smoke, I'm inhaling your smoke. I said, you're bloody lucky I don't charge you for it, missus. Oh, she said, smoking is dangerous. I said, I've tried them new cigarettes with a 3-inch filter. You don't get lung cancer, you get a rupture trying to get a suck on it. Do you realise, my dear, that the money what is derived from your tobacco tax is enough to pay for the National Health Service? Yes, and a squadron of F-111s. And a new boat for Her Majesty the Queen. It's patriotic to smoke. And people who give up smoking because they're frightened of it should be given white feathers for cowardice. I am smoking for England and the Queen. Where was I? Oh, yeah. You're Scots. Yeah, well, see, all your best Scottish things is only really appreciated when they come south of the border. Is that right, Sir Teddy? I'm a teetotaler. I dare say you are. I bet your missus ain't noticed you live in the hills. He got out of Scotland pretty fast, didn't you?
I go back a great deal.
You do go back, do you?
Yeah, it's lovely.
When are you going to get the bloody Kersal rebuilt in Southend? That's what I want to know. It's happening now. It's been happening for the last 20 bloody years.
It'll be ready in November, that's a promise.
Oh, really?
Yeah, totally promise.
Right, I'll come down and get me candy floss then. No, see, that is your alternative medicine, Sir Teddy. Oh! Brewed up in your islands and highlands as a remedy for raw mornings and even colder nights. And why do you think the jocks put this in their porridge, eh? You've got nothing on but a kilt. You want something a bit warming going down there. No, you see, I've got this chest. I've had it all my life. Just my luck to have a bad chest what medical science can't do nothing about. I'm not complaining. It's not my nature to complain. I have to persevere, you see. That oils it a bit. Keeps a damp out. Yeah. Bloody laugh. Excuse me. Now, Vicar, in our church, he said, what's going on about the evils of the demon drink? He gave his sermon on it last Sunday. He had a glass of water in one hand, see, a glass of whiskey in the other, and he had a worm, an ordinary garden worm, and he put it in the water, pulled it out, and it was still wiggling. So then he put it in the glass of whiskey, pulled it out, and it was dead. And he says to us, he says, now, he said, do you see the moral of my sermon? I yelled out, yeah, you drink whiskey, mate, you'll never get worms. Congregation pissed themselves. I was asked to leave. No, I better put this away, eh? I mean, people see you with a bottle in your hand, the rumours start flying that you're a drinker, you know, alcoholic. I mean, alcoholic would be a fine thing on my bloody pension, wouldn't it, eh? I've got as much chance of being alcoholic on my bloody pension as West Ham has of winning the double in the European Cup. You want to know why all us old age pensioners are living so long, eh? Because we can't afford to eat or drink nothing what's bad for us, that's why. Look, instead of testing out their stuff on your animals and your mice and your rabbits, test it out on us. On the oldies, we'll have we'll have all that alcohol's got to be tested and tobacco.